said it to me. Because Act don't give props. So when he give this,
You're a liar.
Yo, this is what I need screen recorded. Somebody DM this to me ASAP. But you wanna know what it is, Act, and I'm gonna be.
I'm not gonna lie. Yo, this is the thing. When I watched Santa Ana, I said, Punch is doing amazing as a DJ, and he also did amazing as a hype man. Sometimes a nigga gotta hire a separate hype man. You get me? The DJs just know how to drop the records at the right time and just say, "Yo, y'all fuck with 6ix9ine." You know what I mean? But he was working a crowd. You feel me? So you did your thing, bro. Did your thing.
And this is serious shit. And I think that this is what happened. I think a lot of DJs. This is what I think happened. To tap on this real quick, I think a lot of rappers stopped like valuing their DJs. My opinion. And then DJs started being like, nobody fucks with me, so I'm gonna just do some basic shit. That's what I personally feel, because a lot of DJs don't do shit no more. And a lot of artists don't allow DJs to move the crowd. You see me, I go to the front of the stage. I brought Academics out that night. Like, we had a bunch of fucking fun. And there's more fun to come, because we're gonna have more shows. We not, everybody gonna be out. It's gonna be good shit. And
I ain't gonna lie, yo, Punch. Watching you fucking like kill that shit, I was like, I might need to get back on my DJing tip and go on a college tour, bro.
Yo, Punch. I told you, man, you go get this bag.
Yo, Punch, you trying to go? You trying to go? Me and you on a college tour? What up? What up?
I promise you, it's lit. And then you tell me you got tunes though. Like, we don't just gotta play records. We got some tunes.
What's up? What's up?
I like some tunes. I'm from Brooklyn. At the end of the day, Canarsie, Flatbush, all my West Indians on check it. Be clear. We from Brooklyn. We can play some reggae. We can play rap. It's fun,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think it was being there with you. I was like, low key. I'm like, yo, low key. We could go on some Punch versus Act type of shit. Bro.
I wish, bro. Listen, you the clout god. Listen, I'll work the fuck out of this. I promo it. I tell 50
nigga, you get busy, bro. You get busy. I respect it, yo. I respect it.
I appreciate that. If you just screen recorded this, guys, send it to me and beat it.
This guy, man.
This is gonna be our promo shit to send it to colleges. Duke, Academics versus Punch.
Nah, for real. Nah, I'm down for it.
It's big bags. And colleges, big bags, and all of the money is there. And colleges have the greatest crowds out, because when you're in college, you don't care about anything other than the moment. You don't have bills. You don't have kids.
I've been waiting for a moment to like re-enter DJing, because I think I've gained such a brand in like running my mouth and like the media part that people are like, you don't DJ, and then I see Punch fucking killing it. I'm like, man, I could do both. I might need to start doing it, bro.
You need to. And it's
Punch, set it up, bro.
What it is.
Punch, set it up. Tell me what I need to do.
Oh, I like this shit. We're gonna make this. This is gonna be big bag talk.
I'm serious.
You think I'm playing? I want this. I want fun. Like, at the end of the day, nobody cares. And that's the shit. I've DJed for other artists before, but 6ix9ine is the most fun. You get what I'm saying? And 6ix9ine is fun, and he lets me have fun. Like, yo, Punch, go out 30, 40 minutes before, and we boom up the crowd and we go crazy. That's the shit that makes our shows better. That's what I was talking to you the other day. It was like, show-wise, we have one of the best shows because it's fun.
Well, I can't really see. I'm not gonna comment on that still, because I have to see more of a sample size, and also it depends on what level of show we're talking about.
Correct.
Because sometimes niggas add so much production value to their concert. Yo, you go out to Travis Scott or Drake concert.
Travis Scott shit was some.
Yo, you see a million fireworks, just like July 4th and New Year's Eve. You see shit floating up in the air.
Amusement park.
You see people. It's ridiculous.
Travis Scott shit is crazy. Travis, like, just to talk, I looked at the video the other day, last night, at Travis Scott show, the Astro World shit. It's unbelievable. The nigga brought a whole amusement park. Like it's big money. Like, it's big money.
Yo. Wait. Are you? Wait, have you communicated with anybody from 6's team or not?
Since last night?
Yeah.
Nah, nobody. They're not even allowed to talk yet.
No, not the people locked up. I'm talking about like, have you communicated with like the people who have been around them? Oh
yeah.
Like,
everybody, we around. We stood in. I was still, after all of the smoke, I don't know how many was still left for what he chose, but I was still there. And there was a lot of people who just before Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever that shit came out, was so avid. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people. So yeah, I still talk.
Well, like,
I spoke to Six yesterday. I spoke to Shotty yesterday. I spoke to niggas. And just regular, regular shit.
Shit, no. I mean, shit, even a girl, yo, yesterday I had to reach out to Jay. Like, dead serious. I'm like, yo, cause I wasn't with him. I'm like, yo, who would have been with this nigga?
Thanks.
I'm like,
I know y'all went viral Saturday night. I was in the house, like, so this is what we're gonna do tonight, guys. Good.
Nigga, I was off this and I was in the studio, nigga. So
he was on the head.
Yeah, low key, I didn't know. I thought it was like, I was even wilding more than I would have. Like, if I knew that was his girlfriend, I would have chilled out a little bit more. But I was like, all right, this is just a joint. Like, yo, let's get it.
Look, this is girl. If it's his joint, he didn't have to say that's his girl. He could have said,
nah, but that nigga will say anything online.
I mean, listen, we're aware who we talking about. Let's talk about something for a moment. Serious shit. Yo, who hot, man? Who hot in New York? If we gonna have this platform, can I help put on my town with some attention? Who hot?
Oh man, you New York niggas love talking about New York. Okay. I was asking a question before, right? So in terms of like who's hot now from New York or whatever, who do you think is hotter?
Hot right now?
Hold on. No, wait. I'm gonna give you two options. I've been hearing so much noise about this one guy. It's Lil TJ.
I said his name last time. Facts are
Everybody keeps saying Lil TJ. Like, I'm like, to the point that, yo, I had to ask somebody who I'm cool with, like, nigga, are you getting paid by him? Like, the fuck? But it's like, I guess he's that hot. Anyway.
Yeah.
Lil TJ or Jay Critch?
Lil TJ got a fan base that's astronomical. His fan base is crazy. His fan base is crazy. His fan base is just he got the young crowdy from Uptown. The Bronx needed some new energy. I fuck with TJ. Like right now, if you talk about the new niggas, you're talking about Flip De Niro, you're talking about Lil TJ, and you're talking about Sheck West.
There's another dude that starts with J.
Jeezy Moolah.
Okay.
That's my guy. He's home. This is it. He just came home. Jeezy Moolah next up. I'm stamping it.
You always like really go hard for New York artists.
But I catch him. Let's be honest. Bobby Rowdy, 2 Milli, we stood by. Designer. I gave Designer his first interview. I introduced Designer to 50 before he even blew, before the Ye deal. Designer tell you that. I was playing Casanova before it was cool. I used to be Young and May DJ. I was breaking her when niggas was not fucking with that shit. When they was like, what you mean a girl rapper? I did that whole shit. Go back, Google it. I did that shit. Pressure, my guy.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a tight spot then. I like this.
I know.
So Designer now.
Yeah, talk to me.
What do you think is missing or wrong? Because I made a statement on Everyday Struggle. I don't care if people agree with it. I think, a lot of people say, oh, he sounds like Future. And I was like, okay, that's a fact. But I do believe he raps better than Future. Like, the New York is still in him. I still think he could make records. I liked Outlet. I liked Price Tag.
Outlet was
like
great.
Timmy Turner. I liked a bunch of records. Yeah. What's not connected?
You want to know what it is? It's mad simple. You want to know?
Label?
Designer popped before he could acquire the humongous cult following. So a lot of the people that learned who he was came because of the hit record. So he didn't have the humongous cult following. And that's what usually makes the difference of successful artists in 2018, 2017. It's cult following. When you break with the hit record, his let me tell you something. This is real shit. I heard Panda and Applebee's with 100-something spins in December of 2015. Downtown Brooklyn. When I brought him up, he had 1,800 followers. He was not like super scorching. He was just a talented nigga that I had met earlier that year with my nigga Fresher when they had a record in the summer. Designer was just on the come up. Panda blew. Designer was growing 2,000, 3,000 followers a day when the record blew, and then the world is finding out who Designer is at the exact second. So the record and his fan base is growing the same way, but the cult following, he couldn't develop it. That takes time. You get what I'm saying? So when he's putting out records, he doesn't have the 100,000 people that will go to war for him and be like Designer only. But Designer's music is fire. It's just, he don't have the fan base that niggas can have to go to war for him.
I'm gonna ask you 3 people to compare to. I understand that theory because I believe in that 100%.
So you agree?
So with 3 names. 3 names in. Young M.A., Fetty Wap, Sheck West.
I was with M.A. and Fetty. What you mean with Sheck?
I feel like, unless I'm missing something, I don't feel like Sheck West's cold following is there. I feel like they're there for the record.
No, I mean, Sheck be down with Travis. So I actually feel different. I feel like he got the cult following that's going to come.
Because of Travis, or do you think because of his own music?
I mean, how you going? That's like cutting down the middle. You can't separate shit. That's his affiliation.
No. But affiliation didn't work for Designer. Designer was down with Kanye.
Yeah, but Kanye is too big. Kanye don't have that cult following. Kanye got the huge fan base. Kanye is like Drake.
Kanye don't got a cult following.
Hear me. Hear words that I'm using. Hear words. Kanye is the next level above that. Like the Drake, the Kendrick. Kanye's above that. Kanye has the mass. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole shit.
Yo,
the cult following.
Yeezy disciples are one of the big. Yo, Kanye. I could rate.
I was using the word. I'm using the word differently. Like this doesn't just like I believe the cult, just the cult following, is a level under what Ye and them niggas have. Ye and them niggas is above that, and that's why I feel like Travis. Once you get the cult following for enough and the hit records, then you become Travis, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, because they get the and the cult.
I'm gonna give you the best example. I get the cult following thing you're saying, even though I still believe Kanye has the craziest cult following.
I agree with what you said. I worded it wrong. You're right.
All right. But if we're going with cult following, I only believe the cult following fucks with the affiliate or the person they're co-signing if the music is still in the realm of what the cult already likes. Travis Scott music and Sheck West music is different. I'm going to also give you an example. Look at The Weeknd, who has XO, and he has a bunch of artists on XO.
Yeah.
Okay, Nav is his own thing, and Nav is kind of developed, whatever. Understood. But look at like Belly. Belly's completely different from The Weeknd, and right. I don't believe The Weeknd fans are just running to Belly.
That's a fact. Belly's good though. That mumble rap album was good.
Okay, but I'm just talking about if we're gonna just give Sheck West the pass.
I see what you're saying.
You get me?
Okay, but why did you put him with Fetty and M.A.?
I put him with those people because I felt when they came out, their records were so big that people didn't get a chance to really say, back to your point, we didn't get the chance to be, we're just Fetty fans. We don't only fuck with RGF Island, My Way, Trap Queen, 679. We know Fetty when he was making this, and that's what most of the artists that really. The reason why this is to even bring 6ix9ine into it. The reason why I believe 6ix9ine could sell out 5,000 or 8,000 people in Europe is because before we ever knew him for Gummo, that nigga was making cult following. So, like he had a cult-like following, and a lot of that following is overseas too.
Yeah, facts. I know.
So if he did not make those type of records, and if he didn't have that fan base, his career, of course, he made a lot more hits afterwards. But Gummo, we would all looked at him like, you don't have a cult fan base, but he had a cult following there. I don't believe Sheck West has a cult following yet. I don't believe Young M.A. had a cult following, because if she did, like she wouldn't be dropping so many freestyles after she dropped the hit. They would be supporting a lot more shit of hers. And I don't feel like that's there. Now, we could even, maybe that's because she also didn't sign, but that's another story. But then Fetty Wap dropped so many hits, I don't feel like there isn't a cult Fetty Wap following right now.
See, agreed. I'll say this. This is the difference. And this is just crazy. Like, you got me talking about, I don't really talk about it too much. We haven't spoken in a while, but let's just tap on this to give her due respect. MA definitely had a cult following. Her cult following wasn't humongous like other artists. You got to remember, she's the first of her kind. You get what I'm saying? And by her kind, it's just straight up and down to address the elephant in the room. That whole gay girl shit, she was the first of her kind. You know what I mean? The way that rapper was boldly, and she was like, yeah, I fuck bitches. And what? And that shit was daring, and that shit was bold, and she was the first of her kind to do that shit. That has a cult following. She was selling out shows with just that crowd and that fan base that loved her for being bold before Ooh. When Ooh came, she started developing more of the
Okay, I never knew that.
And this is 100%. She used to sell out smaller venues, but she used to sell out her shit. You get what I'm saying? The difference, Fetty Wap is more like designer, to where that the hit records were bigger than everything else. The difference with designer and Fetty came, it was like, I leave, and I'm gonna be very real, and I've spoke to designer about this sometimes, and I spoke to Fetty. You leave and don't get to know enough of their personal. You know what I mean? And I tell Six this too. I'm like, yo, be personal with your music. You get what I'm saying? Like, really let your story breathe through your music. That's where Drake wins. That's where Cole wins. That's where Kendrick wins. You get what I'm saying? To get
to the new guys, I remember having the same conversation with X. When everybody, he had a cult following that knew who he was. But I said, bro, you know how you gonna let everybody love you? At these shows, don't just perform your fucking hits. Talk to these motherfuckers. Like that, because we had a conversation.
You said that last week. You said that 2 weeks ago to Six. You said that 2 weeks ago.
Did I?
Said talk, because personal connection lasts longer than anything. That's where the cult following develops. When you give them when they know, their mom died, their dude. And that's why I talk a lot and I do a lot of shit to just be open. It's like, be transparent. The most transparent artists are the ones that are usually the most successful. Now, of course, there are exceptions, but the ones who last the longest, like, we know Drake's whole life, bro. Like, really, niggas know his mom, his pops,
he got a crush on, period.
We know all his old catties. Niggas know niggas' whole life. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's the shit that makes Drake. I think, to be honest, we might know more of Drake's life than any other artist, and that might be why he's the biggest artist in the game right now. Because he has more opportunities for people to connect with him. You can connect with the arrogant Drake. You can connect with the I fuck bitches. You can connect with the girls broke my heart. You can connect with the club. You can connect with the I want to save the bitches. He gives you so many opportunities to be like, damn, Aubrey, I love you, nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Yo. He admitted his most embarrassing moments, him going through purses. But hold on real quick. Hey, yo, I just pinned that comment. Yo, I need y'all to comment who's cuter, me or Punch. I need to know.
I'm telling you, man. I got verified girls following me, and I'm not even famous yet, man. They fucking with the nigga, man. Following is the least of the connections, but hey.
Wait. Send me those names, though. wait. Who's cuter?
I've been lit. Yo, this club.
This one this time.
This club, it's good. They caught it. They caught it already. Listen.
Screenshots.
He's trying to get his light skin snap on. It's not the same thing.
Nigga, I listen to Drake. He's my favorite rapper. Fuck you, nigga.
Drake is my favorite rapper. Drake is really it, man. I don't think Drake OVO, I fuck with that OVO shit. I fuck with it. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, I connect with Drake more than a lot of the other artists. Like, Cole is dope. I know Cole, like, yo, bro, I've been around this shit for a while. I know J. Cole for a while. Me and J. Cole battled when we was in college.
Wow. Really?
I've been around this shit. I used to battle. I know Smack. I know all the battle rap niggas. I've been around this shit. This is a fact. When J. Cole went to St. John's, we used to do this. Like, niggas don't understand. I've been around this shit for mad long. I done seen K-Dot battle in SOBs when he was J-Rock's little nigga. Like, I've been around this shit for a lot of years, bro.
Punch, hold on. And this is the question I want to ask. Seeing how, whether people know it or not, you were very instrumental and very involved even in the group of, say, GS9, you know, relationships, whether it was with 50 or whoever else,
50 Cent, they don't give me my credit. But listen, keep going.
New York artist, like, should kind of, rather than you going out of your way to, all right, how can I do that? Should they realize what you've done and fuck with you a little bit more?
I'm gonna be honest, and I never wanted to sound bitter, so I just waved my flag. But I don't feel like I know for a fact that like the big homies don't understand it.